up, you guys? Good evening. My name is Nashanae McLean, and welcome to my show, Paperdollhouses. We have a very awesome special guest tonight. Her name is Robin. She is the creator of the amazing podcast. I'm going to probably butcher it, so I'm so sorry. Is it Awk Menage or Menage?
Awkward Menage.
Awkward Menage. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a really funny podcast. I'll post a link also with this video tonight to her podcast as well. I think it's actually really funny. She kind of taps into a lot of subjects that we don't want to talk about, but she says it for us. Yeah. Robin, I'm gonna give you the stage. No, you're fine. Go ahead and
Okay.
how you and your
You went out. I can't hear you.
oh,
But
tell us a
hi
little bit about
guys.
you and your show.
Oh yeah, I'm Robin. Hi. Host Awkward Menage. I actually created that show with it was myself, dude named Vic, really cool, funny dude, and we had an original third host, Danny, but we had to get him out. So my boy Ed actually started with us, and yeah, it's been real fun. We just talk about whatever the fuck we want, pretty much. We talk about whatever we want. See, I'm trying to stop cussing, so
It's fine.
well,
Just be you.
it's gonna happen a lot.
No, that's fine. Just be you. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun. Podcasting for me is like I don't know, it's better than therapy, I think, because you just feel your guts on the airwaves, just random ass people, and nobody really gives a fuck. But you have these great discussions, and I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun.
Okay. And so, how long have you been doing the podcasting for?
We started officially our first show. I'm gonna say last year, November. Last November.
It's been for some time.
Yeah, yeah, a week. We were at 2 weeks, 2 shows a week. Then we went to one show a week. Still at one show a week. So yeah, it's fun. Pretty cool.
So, where did you get the name Awkward Menage? I kind of really love it. Like, but I just
Oh, what is that? Yeah. I came up with that name. I don't know. We were just trying to figure out a name, and I was just throwing shit out there, and I was like, oh yeah, awkward menage. I like that. A lot of people put menage with sex, but a menage is the management of a household,
ooh,
and the management of the household is awkward. So
I
awkward
like
menage. There you go.
that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that you are the creator and I mean not creator, you are the manager of your own household.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Awesome.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, I know you said you've been doing it since November. I've known you for quite some time, and you've been always like this very open with who you are as a person. Um,
Yeah.
you ever? I know that you probably had some drawbacks throughout your life, or I don't really know you too well. So
What? Who
those,
has those? What?
those don't exist. Those don't exist.
Right. What? Yeah. I think everybody goes through that. Drawbacks, and I used to be the type of person to just completely just let it flatline you, let it take you down. But I've grown stronger mentally, so yeah, it doesn't really bother me much anymore. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Gotta roll with the punches and whatever other fucking cliche you can think of. Keep it going. you
Right.
know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And how far are you trying to take Awkward Menage?
I want to have awkward menage broadcasting around the world. I want to do podcasts, videos, blogs, get TV shows, cartoons, whatever. I don't know, whatever we can get done with this thing is what's gonna get done.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you think that social media is ready for Awkward Menage?
I don't see why not. I mean, it's already people pretty much doing what we do. I do think we do have a different little spin on things. Um, we talk about things in yeah, different way. um, but yeah, I think people are definitely ready for Awkward Menage and other podcasts and people with the same type of thinking
Okay.
that we put on the show. Yeah.
I was listening to one of your podcasts earlier called it was
Which one
something
was it? It was what?
about whoring, and I have a bad memory because I guess
About whores?
yeah, not whoring, but it was like you're trying to get gratification. You were talking about Aisha Curry at one point. You and one of your
Oh, that was the last episode.
yeah,
Attention whoring.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We talk about a lot of that stuff on the podcast. I'm sorry, I'm gone. Hold on.
Mm-mm, you're fine.
We talk a lot about relationships. I don't know how or why. It just comes up a lot. Definitely not the intention. um, yeah, I think I do apologize.
It's fine.
People they worry about the wrong shit. I'm guilty of it. We all are.
Yeah.
But wanting attention and the type of attention you're seeking is not is not really what you want.
No.
Um, yeah, and I think a big point, like I said on the show, is that people they are getting this attention, but they don't notice it. Sometimes it's just body language and eye contact. It's not always verbalized. Um, and even I think Jada Pinkett is the one who said it on the show that she's not looking for that type of attention, but
Yeah.
at on some level she is because she's saying it. That's what I want. That's what I miss. That's what I need. Yeah, but
Do you feel like
whatever.
that's
It's
something
just like attention.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody needs attention. Just not every kind of attention.
Right.
I'd rather have attention from a kid, the people that I care most about. Um, Motherfuckers that were welcome to walk through the front door. Um, yeah, I like attention for different things. I would rather have attention for my creativity and my thoughts and the things that I write and say versus all of this.
Yeah.
So that's the attention that I crave. That.
I feel like you're the right person I can ask this question to. So do you
Mhm.
feel like for women, the downfall, like, back in the 90s when we used to dress up in videos and stuff and we would be in like total, hats all the way down to like fear to get it, oh Lord, I can't even think fitted gear, like the
All
whole
right,
t-shirts and pants to now girls are twerking and stuff on the videos. Do you feel
right.
there's a huge difference between the women then versus the women now, like the mind frame from that time to now?
The mind. No, no, it won't. I don't see a difference. Um, I think it's actually well, maybe a little worse, a little bit worse. Bitches ain't got no manners or no sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a little. It's a little bit worse, but not not by that big a margin. I would say. I
Okay.
don't think so. Yeah, still people still have that fuck niggas get money mentality. I'm independent. I don't need a man. Or the I'm gonna bring home the bacon and he gonna stay home with the kid type. Like no, it's still out there.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Um, you think women's rights are starting to be taken away right now?
Oh, right. Our rights as women or other people's rights as women because not every woman has the same rights.
Okay. Can you clarify on that? Because I like that. I want to see where you're gonna
Yeah. um, I don't know what this lady's name is, but she's a psychologist and she was speaking on how the black women should have never gotten into feminism. It was never our movement. It was always a movement for middle class white women to take the shine away from, civil rights movement and the things that were going on in the streets with the men and the women of
Right.
color. Um, and we still have the same thing. We got feminism this and feminism that, yet a woman just got shot down in fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Why? you know,
Yeah.
why? Um, and she was black. You don't see that type of thing happening on the other end of the spectrum. So we still have the same issues of, pay and pay, but we
Yeah.
don't have the same issues of equality. Our is no, you no. we don't have that same issue. Ours is way worse. So don't try to make us equal because we're not and we will never be. So yeah, that's kind of
Do you think it's more our voices being masked, or do you feel like there could be a possible change?
voices. We don't have a voice. Um, change possibly. See it little by little. Gotta take the little small things when you can. Um, but yeah, it's gonna take a lot more. A lot more.
Now we're gonna come back to the subjects of you. I just wanted to kind of like dip into what you were thinking, and I wanted to get you comfortable. Um,
Um,
okay, so what is your biggest fear stopping you right now?
my biggest fear, mm, my uncertainty. I am very uncertain. I like to have a sure thing,
Yeah.
And yeah, the fear of the unknown. But I'm working to learn to just, no, put that shit out there. Because I already know that when I want something, I get it. I already know that.
Right.
So why can't I think on that level on a grander scale is what I'm working on with
Okay. I feel like it's more of a well, this is just my hope to you for that.
my.
'Cause that's just something I'm dealing with myself. It's I noticed that you are the type that's like, well, I'm uncertain of it, but I'm gonna still go do it anyway because
Right. Yeah.
let's
Shit.
just
Fuck
see
it.
what happens.
Balls deep. Let's go.
Exactly. Let's just go. And if I fail, then I fail, and that's all. And I'm getting
right.
up again. I'll figure it out later.
You want to keep
But
trying. Yep.
and that's good that you get right back and progress forward. Um,
Yeah.
what do you feel like? And you don't have to really answer if you don't want to. What was your biggest mistake that you made in your life, but you bounced back from it and came back stronger than before?
Bounce back. I think the biggest mistake is trying to please people. You're never gonna make somebody else happy. Fuck that shit. Make yourself happy. Biggest mistake of my life. I wasn't. I was. I was never taught to. Just love myself and know myself and just be me and go for what I know and what I want to do. So, what I try to teach my kids now. But still give them some manners and morals
Yeah,
and critical thinking skills, you know, life skills. We shouldn't depend on school for fuck home ec class.
I agree.
um, yeah, so that I think that was my biggest mistake.
So as a
But
mom,
people tell me it's good that I'm learning the things that I am at the age that I'm at because I'm younger than when they started. I'm like, shit, I'm old. Hey, I'll take it where I can.
oh, we lost video for you. Just a second. Okay, so I don't know how to fancily share videos to you, so I just want to show you this and hopefully everybody sees it. I'm a huge TikTok fan, and I actually like the videos because they're really friggin' funny for no reason. But sometimes
Right.
political notes just a little too low. So
Oh shit, here we go again.
So that was based off of, I don't know if you saw what she was holding. She was holding a hanger. That's
Mm.
based off of the abortion ban that just recently happened. Basically telling us, well, we can't do with our bodies anymore. Or if a
Mm.
young rape victim, she gets raped, then she can no longer have the right to ending her pregnancy. What's your thought on
Yeah, I don't. People are stupid. Like, why? You can't tell somebody else what to do with their body. Doesn't freaking matter. What they choose to do is their choice. I'd rather somebody decide to get an abortion than have a kid and end up killing it or leaving it in a trash can or, you know, to, like, you either need to be ready to deal with the consequences when you fuck up like that, or you know, wait and make the conscious decision to have them. That's all he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, yeah, they shouldn't. They still shouldn't get to decide what someone can do. You're gonna lock somebody up for an abortion. I would rather have that happen than any of this other fucked up shit that happens to our kids.
Okay. Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're a mother. I don't know how many babies you have, and you just said that you. That was a perfect cue. Uh, I'm gonna. We have to keep having to so many stops because of children on both ends, and it's fine. So the video's been cut a few times. But Robin, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your goals and aspirations? What dreams do you have? And so on and so forth.
um, I don't know. My only goal in life is to teach my kids to be better than me. Leave them something, you know. Leave them something. But now I'm gonna go on. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe for a single mother, do you believe that the economy makes it hard for us to survive?
Yeah, definitely. Unless you're getting like some sort of sorry. Oh shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
My bad. Okay, yeah, unless you're on some sort of like assistance, it's hard out here for a pimp. It's very hard. Yeah.
Do you think we have the same luxuries and the same comforts of a couple who's able to make it financially? And you even said so earlier that even with, work, with pay, with the equal pay for us, we're kind of fucked all the way around. No, but in so many ways with the pay and then the issues with the
I forgot what we were speaking on.
oh, I'm sorry. See, um no, I said in this economy and trying to make it into this world, do you think it's harder for us to make it financially? Do you think we don't have to? Are we able to have the same luxuries as a couple with kids?
Mommy, open it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It just I don't know. I don't know if you look at it from that aspect. No, our luxuries would be different, because we don't have that help, so we don't get to do the same thing. So we have to, just enjoy what we can do with our kids and without our kids when we get the chance. That's it.
Do you think there's a balance between loving yourself for you right now and loving yourself for your kids so they can see how to properly love themselves?
Um, it's I don't. It's all the same for me. I think
when anybody loves themselves, that's when they'll be able to properly give and show love. Um, but nobody's perfect. We all mess up sometimes. But I think a person who is able to love themselves is able to look at themselves and say, hey, yeah, maybe I fucked up, and just humble themselves and be the bigger person and do what they got to do.
Uh, do you think that being a single mother is a big epidemic, especially in today's society?
Mm, I don't know. I don't keep up with the statistics, but probably more. So happening now than ever. Yeah, I could see that.
Do you think there might be a reason for it?
Mm, probably bad life choices. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me? I know we're not at the end, but do we have any questions for me?
Um, no questions that I can think of. No.
Okay.
No.
So with oh,
I did think of something. No, but go ahead. Go
no.
ahead. Go your question. Go.
No, I was gonna say on Aquanaut because I have not heard all of the podcasts yet. Do you ever have women on there to talk, or is it just strictly men?
Yeah, yeah. When women, we've had women on the show. Homie Whitney came on twice. Then we had Alicia Stevens. She came on the show. The Politics of Pussy. Very
Hmm.
interesting, informative episode.
Isn't it?
And yeah, that's been about it so far. I like to get more women. I especially like to get more women like artists when we play music. Now it's kind of iffy, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like to have more women artists, play their music on the show and just on the show. Period.
Okay. What were you gonna ask me? You said you had something to ask me.
Oh, right. So what gave you the idea to do this? Paper.
Oh, my goal was to help out. I don't know if you ever seen the show Bad Girls Club,
Mm-mm.
but it's a show that came out and it was a representation of a lot of women who were really catty with each other. They wanted to start fights, and it was terrible.
Oh, yeah, like I heard of it. I've never seen it though.
Yeah, I saw one episode and I was good. And not right.
I'm not a fan of reality television at all.
Me neither. I started Paper Dollhouses because of that show. Not specifically, I had actually done something before this. It was an old YouTube show called Fixing the Vortex. I was really young, and that was my emo phase. So if you ever want to see it, I'll send you the link at some point in my life. But my goal was to help out a lot of women with in a second. The will help out a lot of women that are going through a lot of things mentally that are really broken on the inside. Because I think showing stuff like the Bad Girls Club, what it ends up doing in the end is just showing young women on this is how we should act. We should focus on our sexuality. We should focus on fighting with each other over unnecessary things instead of lifting each other up. So what if we have a good girls club? Something that showcased a lot of women who were real, who went through some real things, who are trying to progress forward, who are trying to make themselves be better. How is it possible that we can show this? But actually show real women, like not this cookie cutter stuff we see on TV. Real women doing real things who've had real children, like we've given our bodies more than once and not even just in different ways. So I just wanted to kind of tap into it, the mind frame, and kind of reach out to all of our younger generation of girls to tell them you could be an amazing woman as you progress.
Definitely can. I'm doing the same thing with my daughter. She's just teenager.
Yeah.
Dark skinned black girl. I tell her all the time, you are beautiful.
Yeah.
No matter what. I tell her to do her affirmations and, try to play the ebooks and the meditations for sleep
Yeah.
over the speakers when I can.
Same here.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Because you can do whatever you want to do.
I believe we should I believe we should teach our young girls that, because they're so limited with their thinking now. They're thinking, if I'm a woman, that my only sole purpose is I gotta be subservient to some man. And
But that's always been the thinking, because that's always what we've been taught. Since I would say at least for Black women in America, that's what we've been taught since coming here.
yeah.
I don't know what it was like before, all this shit happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always been that way. So at some point, it takes someone like you to take the initiative to just kind of break that frame of thought,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing it specifically because, I grew up in a situation where I was taught that too, but then I was also taught that I was going to be nothing good for it but laying on my back.
Wow. Yeah. The opposite. Yeah, people are mad when I didn't live up to their expectations, but what you want me to do. It's not what I want to do. And I think maybe if someone would have actually listened to me and what I wanted to do and encourage that, then, things would be a lot different. I've always loved the arts, though. I've taken singing lessons and been in musicals and plays and acting classes. Like, I love the art. I do, but I never really did what I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you said that you're trying to push your daughters right now to be able to say that they can do whatever they want to do.
No matter what. Yeah, things I'm learning at 33. I'm trying to teach them now. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to, just know that's where you want to go and have the confidence to get there. No matter what, trust your gut. Do what you need to do.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Yeah, it's funny you had mentioned that. I'm losing my train of thought. But it's funny that you mentioned that about the training yourself right now at 33 to be able to teach them, because I think, at 29, I'll be 30 this year. I'm learning so much more stuff that I've never known before in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm raising myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you're saying. So no. So you said that you meditate with your daughter. What made you start meditating with her?
Because everybody was complaining I'm not sleepy, so when it's time to sleep, it's just,
Yeah.
Or when I see they're restless and can't sleep, put it on.
Yeah, like mine are not trying to go to bed right now. I feel like I need to send SOS.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're a boss ass?
A what?
Let's see. How can I say it nicer? Do you feel like you're a very strong, independent woman?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't think anybody is truly independent. We all depend on something or someone. And sure, strong, I guess. I've been through a lot of shit. Still here. Still me. Just getting better and better. Sweetening my berries.
Okay. Um, what do you think is your biggest insecurity that you might need to get over?
mm, that I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, I just always had a lot of doubt. Always, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Even when I moved here, people are like, oh no, you shouldn't do it. It's not gonna happen. It's too good to be true. But yeah, just learning to trust myself more
Yeah.
is that. Yep.
Do you ever see yourself getting like a Mr. Awkward Menage, like ever in the future, or do you just see yourself as like what I mean is, do you ever see yourself getting in a serious relationship, or do you ever just see yourself as that strong independent woman staying a strong single independent woman?
um, I don't know. I've made peace with being alone for the rest of my life. It's okay if I am, but yeah, it'd be nice to have somebody to spend my life with. Wouldn't lie. Definitely be a cool thing. Somebody that got me. Rare.
Do you think it's hard to find a man, especially in 2019?
mm, it's never been hard to find them. I don't go looking for them. They just they find me.
Okay. Do you like a specific type now? I mean, I know that you're like I always joke around, like, I saw this about us wear Happy Meals now because we come with kids and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always kind of had a type, but I yeah, I don't worry about I try not to worry about the physical. Um, yeah, what's got up here?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna last, the person that you are, not all it is.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
okay.
Oh gosh.
More important to you right now? Is it more a man in your life? Because I know a lot of women, or they could have this thought, or is it uh, furthering your goals?
Well, yeah, I like I like dudes, they're cool. Yeah, like I said, if somebody finds me the right person, that'd be cool. But right now, I'm just kind of worried about me and my kids, and making our lives better. And if I find somebody along the way, all right. If not, fine, fuck it, whatever. I don't really too much worry about it, and I'm very skeptical of people, so it probably, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Do you have any? I want to call them war stories because a lot of women, like I said before, this is supposed to. You're reflecting who you are, and there's probably a young girl out there right now, like you, going through the same thing or the beginning stages of what you went through when you first started everything. So, is there any war stories that you might have had to fight through, but you got back out on top?
War stories.
Yeah.
I suppose. I was in a bad relationship. Um, yeah, I just kind of dropped everything, left my house, everything, just got the fuck on. Homeless for a while, sleeping in my brother's house, then a shelter, then a mom, then a shelter. But yeah, I got the shit together. Doing good.
That's good. And
Yeah.
you're starting to succeed and build forward. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to get rid of all the chatter, I suppose. Yeah, I never really liked my family. Family never really liked me. I always said I was gonna move, but I don't know. I always felt like I had this obligation just because we were family. And last couple of years, I met so many people. It's like, fuck that shit. And now I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm out. So here I am.
You feel like it's a lot better now. Is it more peaceful?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
How
Like
many
I said, everything used to be a catastrophe. Now shit happens, and it's just like, okay, what I gotta do?
right. How many years did that take you from starting from where you were to now?
When I looked myself in the mirror and I said, "Hey, motherfucker, fucking up, yo, what are you doing?" I was like 26, maybe 27, so I'm 33 now. So I don't know the math. I don't know how many years. Don't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you went through a lot but came back out on top.
Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. We going up this way. You know.
Yeah, like that inner voice that keeps you pushing no matter what, because you say that you're used to the loneliness. So
No, my inner voice says freak the fuck out. um, no, I just look at my kids. They tell me to keep going, you know. They put the smile on my face. Start of the day, middle of the day, end of the day.
yeah.
So yeah, do it for them little buggers.
Yeah. Oh, I lost your video again. So I see you got the locks there, the purple locks, and I really love those. What made you decide to do that with your hair?
I don't know. I like purple. That's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, and I just wanted to try something different. It's the only thing I have yet to do to my hair is lock it. And I'm gonna see what kind of patience I can gain. I'm not normally a patient person, and this is a very patient process. So
How long does it normally take to get something like that done?
it just depends on your hair type. Um, my hair is pretty fine. It's not really curly, so it's gonna take a while. At the ends, at least, because those are colored.
Is it like that with just your hair? Or have you like decided to do that with your daughter's hair as well?
No, just mine. She doesn't like them, so she doesn't get them. My son, he doesn't like getting his hair cut, my oldest boy, so he said he would grow his hair out and get it twisted. So we'll see if that actually happens if I let it grow.
Okay. Well, what's the significance for it right now? Like, what do you just wanted to try it out, or just do something new with it, or?
Um, I don't know, a little bit of both. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll see what happens.
All right. So, if you don't mind me asking, besides the podcast that you do, is there like what do you do for a living right now?
Work at a fucking gas station, man. That's
Hey, a
it.
gig is a gig. I
What'd you say?
said a gig is a gig is a gig.
Yep. Quit my job. It's stressing me out. I didn't need it. So I left to work at a gas station because it's easy.
Would you rather see yourself pursuing Awkward Menage full time?
Yeah, definitely. I'm working towards that. I had a goal of trying to get to video sooner than later, but life said not now, so I want to wait. But I'm always gonna do it. I don't care what happens. So yeah, definitely.
All right. Do you I don't know, do you ever plan on doing YouTube or just having your own base of media streaming?
I guess start with YouTube, then have my own base of media stream.
Do you ever see a lot of black women on YouTube become successful?
Yeah, but mostly for like hair and makeup, you know, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Um, yeah, somebody said like, like man, you the pioneer. You know what the women doing, what you doing. So we'll we'll see what happens.
I believe it's a great thing to do. I think it's better than talking gossip or, just focusing on looks. I think it's great to
Yep.
a lot of younger girls that women millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay, cool. Um, what do you think is the one thing that you could change? If you could change anything in the world right now, what would it be?
If I could change anything in the world, I would win every single lottery jackpot there is one day. That would be dope.
That would be some good money.
Right?
Okay. All right. Um, I don't know. I want to be able to kind of really look into what makes Robin tick, just so then that way those that listen to your podcast know who you are as a person.
Right. What makes me tick?
Yeah.
Mm. A lot of shit, man. I don't know. What makes me tick? I don't know. People who just don't like to compromise or just let shit go or keep shit like on the even keel. You know, like you want me to do this for you, but you would do that for me. That's fucked up. Um, yeah, ignorant people. People don't listen. People who always want to be right. Yeah, just I don't know.
Yeah.
People.
In general.
Myself mostly. I try to anyway. People just I don't know. I attract a lot of people.
Do you feel like you attract those people because of who you are right now, or do you feel like you attract those people just because you're like a magnet towards certain people?
Yeah, I think I'm just a magnet. When I was younger, I always attracted kids. Kids love me. Kids still love me, and now adults do too, supposedly. But I I was given this ebook called thought vibration and the power of, I don't know, thought and the your thoughts and the law of attraction. So you attract what you think about. And yeah, just been kind of giving that a gander. Might be something to that.
It's actually a real thing. You know, that's
Yeah, I believe it.
you know,
Because like I said before, like I know that, our thoughts shape the world around us. So you say you can do something and you know you can do it, you freaking do it. But I never really thought about it in that way.
I had somebody actually teach me that a long time
Yeah.
ago. My mind was always in the gut, not in the gutter like in a bad way. It's just I was down and gone mentally. And he sat me down and he wrote out this pyramid of what was important to what was not important. And then he talked about manifesting my reality, that I can create my own reality based off of my mind. And it's a real thing. Compared to then to now, I'm still kind of blown away because I really did feel like I shaped my own reality, and I feel like you can too. I mean, you said that's just what you're doing, and I think that's a good thing. Like you don't ever give up, especially with your podcast, because I'm really interested in. I was listening to some of it at work today, and you had me cracking up laughing. I was in my lunch break. And I work at a school, so all the women were like, "What are you laughing at?" Like, I can't play this here, but
Right.
yeah, but it was kind of cool though. It was real, and that's what needs to be, and not a woman talking about like what her body can do, but like you talk about real shit on a real time, and you keep you
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, you can't take me serious on shit like Facebook and Twitter. I talk shit all the time. Um, but yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. Just talk about life and shit that happens on a day to day. And music. I like music
I see you do that. I see that at the beginning of your podcast, you play music, like
a lot.
a.
Yeah. Not all the time. Sometimes we just play the same intro song, but I try to have some sort of track somewhere in the show
Yeah.
for the most part. Doesn't always work out, but
Yeah. Did you ever post links of where you could find that music at?
yeah. When we do the show, we do. I used to write for my blog, but I had to let that go. It's too much. It's just too much too soon. Gotta wait on that one. Gotta wait. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do for the rest of my life. Teach and write. That'd be nice.
I think it's possible. I believe you can do it. Like I said, I've heard you talk.
No, I can.
Yeah. No, I really believe you can. It's amazing you have a voice. You do things. You've conquered your things, and you can teach those who, you know, need to pull themselves up because you did it.
Yeah. I want to teach kids of color to just appreciate themselves and love themselves and give them mentors and trades. I do hair. I want to start with hair because that's what I can do myself. And then, eventually just branch out and have a whole little school. But yeah, that's what I'm focused on right now. Just getting that started. Natural hair, I can do anywhere, start anywhere. So we'll see where it goes. I kind of want to do it like a nonprofit too. You don't gotta pay any money because it's nothing for kids. You have a bad kid, they need some help. There is no help, and you can't really do much for them unless you have the money to do it. And a lot of the times, not the case. So yeah, I just want to give kids some sort of opportunity, um, and like a safe haven away from home, some life lessons as well. Do it with my own kids, so we'll see how I go.
Yeah. No, that's really good. I don't really see a lot of books too much on, black girls' hair, or even just, you know, children of color's hair as it is. So I think it's probably one
Yeah,
thing we need to talk about.
yeah, I think yeah, the image that we're given, especially about our hair, and we've never taught how to really care for our hair and
Yeah.
just love our hair.
Yeah.
Because even when I was in school, I got licensed for natural hair, but it wasn't natural hair. It was just how to braid and stuff I already know how to do. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I would just want to put that out there and just let little girls and boys know that they don't have to be what the world may tell them that they're supposed to be.
That's true. That's very true. Um, you were just talking about representation, right? The how Elsa and Anna and all these big Disney princesses that are out there, but there's no representation of young black girls' hair. My daughter was walking around with a yellow blanket on her hair, and she said she was beautiful because she had hair like Elsa's. And it made me upset because, you know,
Yeah,
I, I wanted to show her something like, no, you're very beautiful without that. But I want to show you something that is you.
right. So you just have to find what you have out there now. At books, there's some shows, couple shows, very few, but
Yeah.
some. And then just those things that look like her, you have to make that apparent. Like I went through that with my daughter, where she wanted to look like the white girls on TV and her hair always straight. Now you can't tell, you cannot touch her hair with the pressing comb and flat iron. Um, so yeah, it's yep, black power person you'll ever meet. He'll
For
just bust out randomly, no matter where we are. I'm black and I'm proud.
real.
Black man down. Gotta lift the black man up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that kid. You just gotta, yeah, teach him. Don't let the world teach him. The school teach him. You gotta teach your damn kid yourself.
That's the truth.
It's hard as fuck though, especially when you got one that's just content
Yeah.
themselves. But yeah, just keep trying different things till something eventually works.
No, that's true. What is the hardest lesson you think you had to teach your children?
Mm. Always get what you want. No, no, you can't. I miss your gabba gabba. That's my shit. Yeah, you can't. Life isn't fair. You can't always get what you want. um, Gotta work hard for everything that you get.
That's true. And you're saying that you want to leave a legacy for them anyway. So even if you got to the point where, you know, Opera Menage got so big, you became rich and famous, would you still be instilling those same values in them as they grow up? Or
Yeah, definitely. That's man, my only problem is I don't have the means to be able to do for them what I want to do. My son, my 10-year-old, is a freaking genius. I wanted him to take classes, but I don't have the money to pay. So
yeah,
trying to just find what I can find for him.
yeah.
Same thing with my little 5-year-old. He needs something. The little boy is trying to just know every president before he turns 6. I swear to God, he is.
It's amazing.
And yeah, even my daughter, she's smart. She just refuses to believe it, but she's gonna come along eventually. She'll come to the dark side.
That sounds like my big baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It ain't easy, but just keep trying. That's
They
all.
have an amazing mother.
Hmm.
They have an amazing mother, and I think that's what's kind of lost is that a lot of mothers don't really push to teach those values anymore of, you can't always get what you want. You're a very smart child. Let me go ahead and pursue that no matter what I could possibly do, even if I gotta break my own back for you just to do it.
Right,
You
right.
know.
I'm figuring it out. We will get something.
Exactly. And that's good. That's really good. Do you believe that in today's society, do you think those values aren't taught anymore with a lot of homes?
Yeah, definitely. We just put them in front of the TV and Dora and all that, and um, send them to school. Don't ask them questions about school or anything outside of school. I want to get back to me. We used to go outside, at night, moon, stars, and just talk, about the universe and shit. So
Yeah.
you just gotta kind of teach them to start thinking now. And we can't leave it up to school to help them think because they're just going to teach them how to think one way.
Yeah. A zombie mind frame. You gotta live. You gotta live to work to die.
Yep. 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 Constantly working to get out of debt.
Oh yeah. I know about that one. Yeah, I definitely know about that one. And it's just it kind of is sad because your children are from a one parent household, just like my children are, and it's it's not easy to not have anyone to bounce ideas off of, or so you're kind of like the sole provider of everything, including
Yeah.
even their mentality as well.
Right. Right.
Constant questioning
But
yourself.
yeah, usually, what, and that's the crazy part. This shit is the easy shit. That's easy. Like, it's no problem. It's the other stuff that I try to do outside of just that that I can't focus on because I'm always worried about that.
And I
So
agree. Yeah.
it's kind of hard. That's what I need. When I need that balance and somebody to just kind of bounce ideas off of and just talk to about my wild thoughts and ideas to make them reality.
Yeah. 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 I think that's a thing for me as well. I think that's a lot of single moms that's the one thing that they're missing. But then also at the same time, like you said before, you have those trust issues because of just people in your past, and it's just then again being alone also sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I don't have trust issue. Maybe a lack of trust issue
Oh,
sometimes. But
honestly,
um yeah, I don't know. Good question.
okay. Uh,
Yes. I am skeptical of everyone that I meet. Um, but I wouldn't say if someone approached me in the right way that I wouldn't just, take the time to say a couple words, see what you're talking about, and then if I want to walk away, just walk the fuck away. So yeah.
with that being said, do you feel like you are now at a point in your life where you have to set proper boundaries for yourself?
Yeah, and I'm feeling miserably, yo. No, yeah, definitely. I know I can do it though. I've done it before. Um, but again, that's just with me taking the time to actually learning how to just concentrate and center my thoughts and focus on what I really need to focus on and get rid of all that chatter that's out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I agree. That's
Everybody's problem. A lot of people's, not everybody's.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but at least you recognize it now and you're progressing forward, so that's a good thing. Even though I've already said that.
Yeah, yeah, true. Very true, very true. That's what people keep telling me, so I'm gonna believe it.
Okay.
We'll see. Yeah, that's why it's kind of fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it. Whatever will be, will be.
That's a good motto. Just keep.
mm. Like I try to plan and be prepared, but at the same time, doesn't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, no matter how prepared I think I am for it.
Yeah. 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 um. So, what are your goals and plans for? I know that we shouldn't really make goals and plans for our own children, but what would you love to see to happen with your children? Or
I let's see. One of them is gonna save the world, and then another one is gonna save the world. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any expectations. My only expectation is just for them to be honest with me about what they want out of life and doing what they got to do to help me help them get to where they're trying to be.
yeah,
That's it. That's all.
that's really good. It's funny you said expectations. I actually asked somebody that recently. Do you believe that expectations could be the reason why our society is failing as a whole? Like expectations from home, growing up, all that different stuff.
Yeah, you shouldn't have expectations. They're terrible. No.
Yeah,
Because when you expect shit, it just never happens the way you expect it to happen. One, and two, you're psyching yourself out because you're already telling yourself how it's gonna be.
yeah,
So, of course, that's the way that it's gonna fucking be.
yeah. Yeah. No, because it's the truth. I feel like if we put too many expectations on our children, then they feel like they have to live up to it, and they kind of they develop an
Yeah,
anxiety.
that's how I grew up feeling. It's
Yeah,
not a good thing to have. I don't know. I just feel like with my kids, if I can do a better job than my parents did, I'll be happy.
mm.
I don't know how I'll know that I did that, but at some point, I'm sure I'll just know.
It actually sounds like you're doing that right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Feel like a break a generational curse.
Yeah, that's what mom said. Like, you gotta break the generational curse. And I'm like, dude, you are the curse. Okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I just try to live a whatever. Doesn't always happen for certain things, but I try to do that for the most part.
Okay. As long as you know you're doing the good thing, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, so tell people I'm working progress. I know my shit. I'm just working on it. Either help me or get my way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is there anything else that you feel like needs to change with today's young women?
um, yeah, I think we just need to teach them to love themselves and respect themselves and to be mannerable.
Mm.
And yeah, that's it. I mean, my daughter gives me hell, but I bet you if she goes out in public, she's gonna say please and thank you and excuse me. Yeah, so she gives me shit, but
Yeah,
she knows what's right. She just fighting me.
believe me, I understand how that goes.
Yeah.
It's like there are little mirrors,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
which is also a scary thought at the same time because if they are our little mirrors, then you have to look it back at. It's like looking at yourself at a young age and seeing a reverse you. And
What you would have done and what you know now. Yeah.
yeah,
I definitely do agree. Um, yeah, just gotta talk to them. Hope they listen. You know they listen because they sit there and try to keep the same damn look on their face. But you can tell it's changed, you know?
but then they get it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel it's better to listen to them? Because when you were younger, you wanted to be listened to. So do you think it's better to listen to them, or do you feel like it's better to just yell at them?
No, you should never yell at your kids, but it's hard. They piss you off so much. But um, yeah, you should always listen to them. And I always tell my kids when they mess up, if you just come to me and tell me, hey, I fucked up, I'll talk. We'll talk. We'll discuss it. You'll get in trouble, but if I find out from somebody else, oh, I'm gonna be pissed and all hell is about to break loose. Um, people don't give kids the credit that they deserve because they're very smart and very intuitive. And shit, sometimes they may be telling you something you need to hear,
That's true. That's
That's
true.
what have my smart ass kids.
That is very true. A child can teach you more than you might. There's so many little kids I think I've spoken to who have taught me different things, and I get excited for it, and they get excited for it. But I see them come from homes where, I don't know. You said that you were raised how I was raised. I didn't get listened to, so I do know how that feels. And my 6-year-old, she'll teach me some things, and I'm like, how do you even know any of that stuff?
Right. That's my 5-year-old too. I'm like, what?
You get that?
All right, let's talk. Let's have this discussion.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see what you know, little dude. And I'm like, dude, did you learn this in school? He's like, no, my brain tells me this. Okay.
And it's like, okay, well, teach me then. Shoot, so mama could
Right,
be on the same, like, we'd be on the same track.
right, yeah. Right.
It just shows how. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just said it just shows how impressionable they are. Whatever they learn, they picked up, they absorb. That's
Mm,
cool.
yeah, that they definitely do. They do what they see and what they're encouraged to see or do, I should say.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I guess we just got to make a better, positive change. It's just kind of hard because people don't want to hear that.
Mm-mm. Unless it takes a village to raise a child. Now you try to talk to somebody, kid, you get cussed out.
Oh,
Shit, might lose your life over the damn shit.
oh,
Trying to put a kid on the right path. Man, what?
I think it's more just about,
No.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh no, I was saying no, I agree. I think it's just more a lot of people taking their aggression out on the child versus helping the child.
Yeah. No. You may be right.
I saw that yawn. Is it about time for Miss Robin to hit
I need to go to sleep.
that? Well, is that? Do you want to call it for the this interview, or did you want to? Did you have any more questions for me regarding paper dollhouses?
No.
Well, then can you go ahead and give a shout out to your page where people can find you, how people can find your
Yeah, no. Awkward Menage podcast. Awkward Menage on Twitter. I changed my Twitter and my Instagram name. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. And yeah, I know. And yeah, Awk, AWK Menage Pod on Facebook.
and I'm gonna go ahead and post a link with this video, and I'm gonna post a link again on my Facebook and post a link on my Instagram. And if I had a chat snap, I would do that too, but I don't.
Snapchat. I don't know what my Snapchat name is though either. I don't know.
I don't even use it,
You
and I
just gotta search Google, find my face. Maybe if my face is there, I don't know what to tell you.
I'll share it. I'll share you everywhere as long as you do the same for paper dollhouses. Awesome.
I gotcha.
Awesome. I can't really think of much to ask you right now. I just do thank you for coming on. It is good to see
Fun.
another woman who's very strong being able to, you know, admit her faults and where she was wrong, and at least, you know, say, okay, this is where I messed up at, and this is where I'm going to progress forward to. And, you know, you have a next generation that you're raising, which can be mentally tough sometimes. But you did the damn thing, though, and that's what matters.
Yep. They say only the strong survive, so I just keep fucking going.
That's all you can do.
Shit, fuck it.
All right, then. Miss Robin.
Thank you. It was fun.